Hey, good morning, friends and family. How y'all doing this morning? This is Colin. I just wanted to touch base. I had planned initially that I was going to sit this one out, but the more as I talk to people, especially young kids, teenagers, middle age, and even older people, I'm getting the impression that more and more people are thinking that they're going to sit this one out because either way it doesn't make a difference. And I beg to differ. I beg to differ on many reasons. My first reason is if you are a young person or older and you haven't taken the time to kind of educate yourself about the parties and also about the individuals that's going to be running for the different parties, then you're doing yourself a disservice because the least you could do is take a few moments, see what the policies are for each candidate, and also try to see which one of these candidates have an agenda that more than likely will benefit you, your family, or at least your generation or your future generation. But no more will I listen to people who said I'm going to sit this one out, and then they're going to try to discuss with me what's going on or complain about what's going on. Because there are three different types of people out there: those who watch things happen, those who make things happen, and those who wonder what happened. So if you're the one that's going to watch things happen or wonder what happened, I don't need to have a conversation with you because you're not a part of the process. Because if you take the time out and see what's going on and see the era that we're in and see what the future holds, because if you don't make the right choice, we could go back 50 years. And remember, in America, people fought and died to give us the right to vote, so to speak. So I don't want to hear that, oh, I'm going to sit this one out, because if you're going to sit this one out, I really don't want to hear anything that you got to say. So I was talking to a young gentleman the other day, and he's like, I'm going to sit this one out. And I asked him why, and he's like, I'm religious, so I'm not going to get involved in it. I said, what does religion have to do with you actually casting a vote? He's like, no, I'm just going to sit this one out. After further conversation, I realized that this gentleman didn't really know much about what's going on. He saw what was going on in the media, and a lot of people do that. They take the media's word for it, and they neglect the opportunity to take a few moments and research, read, and understand what's going on. Because if you don't have an agenda, or if you don't have a starting point, which is what I mean by that is, if you don't have a basic understanding of pretty much everything that's going on, when somebody give you or tell you an opinion or talk to you about something, and you don't have anything to debunk that, then you're kind of stuck. Either you stuck believing what they say because you have no proof or you haven't done any research, or you just leave that conversation with that person, think, oh, he got one up on you. It's not one up on you, and he probably convinced you otherwise because you had no basics. You haven't taken the time to at least have some basic research. So what I've done, and over the past several weeks, I've just been talking to older people, younger people, and they'll say, that this happened, or this happened, or this candidate is better, and this candidate is better. And then I asked them, which one of these people do you think give you the best opportunity to live a normal life without fear of certain things happening? Which one of these people are going to at least try to move forward to make it as normal as possible for you and your loved ones going forward? And I don't believe, I'm just strongly encouraging people to vote. I'm not telling you who to vote for. I just want you to have a platform and have an idea, an agenda, that you could go out there and cast your vote. Either way, I don't care. But people fought and died to give you the right to vote. So I think the least you could do is get out there, cast your vote, and at least you could be sitting at the table and have a conversation about what's going on, because you have done your part. Because over the years, if you just sit out and do nothing, then nothing will change. But everybody's sitting and say, "Oh, I'm not going to vote. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that." Then before you know it, millions of people are saying that. And then when the decision is made for them, they start complaining. No, if you're going to sit it out, then you don't sit at the table to have a conversation about what's going on, because you've given up your right. So I'm not an advisor. I'm not a professional speaker. I'm just giving you an opinion about something that I think that we cannot afford to sit this one out. This is too important to sit this one out and watch things happen. So there's three people. Those are three people in life as well, I've heard. Those who watch things happen, those who make things happen, and those who wonder what happened. I mentioned that before. So you want to be the one that's making things happen by doing your part to change our society for the better for our future generation. And thank you for listening. I welcome your comments. I also hope and ask that you subscribe to my YouTube channel so I could grow this platform. Once again, I thank you for your time. Wish you all a great day. And once again, this is Colin. Take care. I'm out.